Apple is finally pulling the trigger on a folding iPhone, and the leaked launch date is way closer than anyone thought. But hold on, do not click away yet, because the release date is actually a massive distraction. The real story isn't when this thing is dropping, but the crazy secret hiding dead center inside the phone. And it is going to completely change how you look at Apple's next big thing. For years, we have watched other companies push out folding phones with that ugly, noticeable gutter running down the middle of the screen. Apple flat out refused to play that game. They waited. And the reason they waited is reportedly a brand new, highly customized hinge made from a mix of titanium and aluminum. This isn't just about looking premium. This hinge was specifically engineered to pull the flexible display tight, making the center crease practically invisible. They wanted opening this device to feel exactly like holding a normal flat piece of glass. But creating that flawless illusion took years of brutal engineering. In fact, trying to perfect this one tiny mechanical part has caused massive headaches on the assembly line, delaying mass production over and over again. But here's where the story takes a wild turn. Fixing the crease and shaving down the chassis to make the phone ultra-thin actually broke something else. The phone became so slim that Apple ran into a physical wall. Face ID is getting killed off. That is right. The feature Apple has pushed for years as the ultimate security standard is expected to completely disappear on their most expensive phone. There just wasn't enough physical room to squeeze the bulky camera sensors into a body this skinny without making it look terrible. So, Apple had to improvise. Instead of ruining the design, they are pulling a classic move and bringing back Touch ID. But this time, it is baked right into the side power button, exactly like they did on the recent iPad models. Packed it with a massive, dual-cell battery system that spreads the power load across both physical halves of the device. And trust me, it is going to need every drop of that juice. This foldable, heavily rumored to be called the iPhone Ultra, is going to be powered by the beastly A20 Pro chip. This silicon is built on TSMC's cutting-edge 2nm process. That means millions of more transistors packed into a smaller space, giving you ridiculous performance while sipping battery power. Driving a massive internal folding display usually murders battery life. But the combo of this highly efficient 2nm chip and the new dual-cell battery means this thing should easily last all day. But all of this custom titanium, zero-crease glass, and next-gen silicon is going to hurt your wallet badly. Leaks are pointing to a starting price somewhere between $2,300 and $2,500. Yes, you heard that right. This will easily be the most expensive consumer phone Apple has ever put on a shelf. Apple knows this is a massive flex, which is why they are entirely hijacking their fall event for the heavy hitters. The September event will strictly be the iPhone 18 Pro, the Pro Max, and this brand new iPhone Ultra taking the spotlight. If you were hoping for the regular, cheaper iPhone 18, I have bad news. That standard model is reportedly getting shoved all the way back to spring of 2027. So, when can you actually get your hands on the Ultra? Industry insiders are locking in September 9th for the official reveal, with pre-orders and initial availability hitting around September 18th. But remember that tricky titanium hinge I mentioned earlier? The production limits on that specific part are causing a massive bottleneck. Initial supply is going to be painfully low. We are talking about a launch identical to the original iPhone X. If you do not click buy within the first few minutes of pre-orders opening, your shipping date is going to slip immediately. Millions of people won't see their devices until late October or even deep into November. The first wave of inventory is going to vaporize in hours. But let's take a step back and have a real talk for a second. Is a phone really worth $2,500? That is used car money for a lot of people, and the brutal reality of the tech market is depreciation. The minute you peel the plastic off the box, the value of this shiny new foldable is going to plummet by 20 to 30%. You're paying a massive early adopter tax just to beta test Apple's first try at a folding screen. Think about it logically. For that same amount of money, you could easily buy a maxed out iPhone Pro Max for your pocket, grab a brand new iPad mini for the couch, and still have enough cash left over to buy AirPods. A phone, at the end of the day, is just a phone. Yet, despite the insane price tag and the instant loss of value, the hype is absolutely real. This isn't just another boring camera upgrade. The nearly invisible crease, the titanium hinge, the return of Touch ID, and the sheer power of the A20 Pro chip make the iPhone Ultra the biggest shakeup to the Apple ecosystem in a decade. It is a brand new status symbol, and Apple fans are going to buy it out instantly. The real question is, are you going to be one of them? Are you ready to fight the bots to get one on launch day? Or is $2,000 simply too much to ask for a smartphone? Drop your brutal, honest thoughts down in the comments section below. I have more deep dives coming on the M5 Mac Mini and MacBook Neo 2 leaks very soon, so make sure you're subscribed for that. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next video.